Well, we got 60 days to spring. That's what Marilyn Monroe said. In a few hours, she had it down to the second. I'll just stay with the days. 60 days to spring. And I'll be ready for it. I'll be packed up and out of here. I have a friend that called Lost on Land. I ain't never met the lady, but she's nice. She's a pretty nice lady. She's running around South Texas making me envious. And I got another friend. It's called Frida. She's in Quartzsite, Arizona. Getting new tires on her Class A and a wheel bearing seal kit or something on it. Here I'm stuck in Oklahoma where it's cold, wind blowing, rain, snow, all the winter aptitudes. I ain't even started my vehicle since January. Here it is, the 20th of the month. Oh, I started the little pickup. That's about all I did. I've been wanting to go to a thrift store again, see what kind of junk jewelry I can find. Take it apart. All I need to do is concentrate on this house and make me a workstation. Throw all the damn furniture away and just have a key to plastic bin stuff so I can have section off. Here's for making my books, and here's for making my arts and crafts, and here's for making the jewelry, and here's for painting. What else? Hell, I even dig out my wood burning set. Shit. I used to do that when I was younger. I used to love my wood burning set. My wife said, that stuff stinks, we should take it outside. So I did. She always dictated. She wouldn't cook cabbage in the house. So where we moved up here, I made an outside kitchen and still got the damn thing out there in the damn garage. I got an unattached garage. And I'd cook, what are you doing, boy? I would cook cabbage. She wouldn't cook cabbage in the house. That is the stinkingest stuff. She would not cook cabbage. She would not cook collard greens. My wife was not from the South, I'll tell you that. Poke salad or lamb's quarter or dandelions or any damn thing. I don't think she even cooked spinach. She didn't like any of the greens. She didn't like vegetables that much. This was in some kind of Jewish dish or some crap. Shut up, you guys. Put you outside and let you freeze a while. That'll straighten things up. But she did put up with my hobbies. As long as I'd take them outside or into the shop or into the garage. That's why I had it. I had a barn in the farm. Then I had a shop here, a barn, a garage, a shop. Then I moved all my little odds and ends in the house. Then I own too much crap, so what I gotta do. My sister says that you're gonna get in trouble. You got too much crap. You just got pathways. But I know where every damn thing's at. That's for damn sure. I'm thinking about what other kind of hobby I could start. Making jewelry, painting paintings. I need to do one on to shut up the troll. I guess I need to paint a painting in front of him. You got to be in the mood for paint. Now, I don't have to be in the mood to make jewelry. Just start piddling and tying stuff and doing crap. Painting, to be an original painter, to paint a beautiful painting, you have to have it in your mind, a mindset. Now, you can copy somebody else's work, like give them inspiration by looking at a photograph, scenery. That's the way I do. I usually look at somebody else's work and say, oh, I can improve on this, and then I sort of copy it or use it as an example of a photograph. Calendars. I used to do a lot of paintings off of calendars. But I was like a reproduction artist. That's what I like to do somebody's reproduction. I made some money now when I used to sit there and draw people's. They'd come to my little booth over there at the place that I set up at a little carnival shop, and I'd get anywhere from $5 to $20 for a drawing. Most generally $5, and draw people's picture. I've done that in years. Ever since I got the kids grown. I did that for a couple, 3 years. You'll see a lot of work out there. I made some little tin men. Let's see. I was trying to get into clay stuff. They ain't no money in that. Pottery, they ain't no damn money. A lot of things to be creative, there's not a whole lot of money out there for creative works. Unless you get real famous before you die. But 99.9% of them get famous after they die, so what damn good was that? You didn't make no money off of it. Somebody else made the money. Let's see what else. I love to go camping. I like to get out and look at, just be myself. Sit by the lake shore and count the waves that come in, see how far apart they come. Ocean or a lake, or anything that has a movement in a body of water like that has a heartbeat, I call it. And you can tell when the heartbeat's upset, the waves are more frequent. Yeah. Everybody said, well, when a boat comes by, it makes a bigger wave, but the consistency of the wave is the same. So it didn't change really the heartbeat of the lake. Might have made it a little bit bigger, but it didn't change the heartbeat of the lake or the body of the ocean. I used to love to watch the tide come in. That caused the moon pulling on the planet. Our tides are not as big as they used to be. Of course, our moon's running off and leaving us. One of these days, we won't be able to see the moon. It'll be too far away. How about that shit? It's leaving about the thickness of a fingernail every year. After the years and thousands of years, it's moved a little bit further away. If you'll remember, I don't know how old you are, but if you'll remember, the moon was bigger when you was a little kid than it is now. And it ain't the idea we got bigger and we think it's smaller. No, it's actually smaller because it got smaller, got further away. What's the matter with you, old man? Come here, my daddy's baby boy. I guess I should take my sugar level. I don't know what it is this morning, but he's been hanging around. He does that when it's a little high. He'll hang around. Or it's too low and he'll hang around. I guess he's waiting for me to die on his ass so he can eat me. Oh, well, hell, gotta be food for something. Food for the worms. The Bible says the worm never dies. Did you know that? I don't know what the hell it meant by it, but it's what it says. The worm never dies. I guess we're all a worm. Considered God's, it says in the Bible, man plans and God laughs. That makes damn good sense there. And I should have said schemes and connives. Yeah, I think this president will move off in obscurity. We don't hear much from the other presidents, and they got a Twitter account. Hell, this one ain't even going to have a Twitter. He's going to have a Facebook. Maybe he can get a YouTube channel going. He could be a YouTube star. There's a bunch of these damn people think they're already. I got news for them. They ain't no damn Marilyn Monroe, and they ain't no Gina Lola Brigida. Or John Wayne. They just got the damn blog out there, and they can show you different things, but they ain't no star. Of course, they do have a tendency to inflict their ideas on a lot of people. One of them will have a hangout, but he's got to have $1,000 to have that hangout. I think, really? And you don't say a damn thing. You're not even enlightenment. I'd rather listen to the Dalai Lama. It's like all religions. God laughs about religion, too. You're not free. He designed you to be free. Now, what does that entail of? It tells you in the Bible. It tells the disciples, don't let nobody who's beguiled you and stole your freedom. Yeah. He expects you to be free, not attached to anything but to Him. Yeah, it's like He told the Jewish people, I thought I was your king. No, they wanted a king like other nations. Well, they got him. Saul was a crooked son of a bitch. David was a damn womanizer and a murderer. They got their king. And it's the same, let's see, which one that went insane? Oh, that was Solomon. He went insane. He was the wisest man in the world, but he went insane. According to the Jewish Chronicles. There's other books out there just as old and just as reliable as the Bible. If you don't want to believe that or not, but it's true. Like the tablets of Gilgamesh. The Sumerians. I tried to learn that damn shit language. I'm not a linguist, boy. I got a grandson that is. Speaks 11 languages, knows how to write them, read them, and understand them. My father-in-law, he took that after him. That old man could speak 7 languages. And speak them is not just, you gotta know how to write them, read it, write it, and understand it, and speak it. That's speaking the language. Not just, well, I know a little bit of Mexican or Spanish, and then you find out you don't know shit because you don't know how to read it that well. You don't know how to interpret it that well. My grandson speaks 11 of them. I don't know what. Haven't heard from him in a while. Wonder what the hell he's up to. Probably smoking dope, like everybody else. Damn, marijuana got legalized. Hell, let's go screw our brain up. That's probably what happens. Shit, you get old, boy. You don't want anything that interrupts your damn brain thoughts. It's like that commercial you see on YouTube. This is a healthy brain at 18. This was one at 50. Hell, try 90. Some bitch is solid black. I thought about writing my memoirs. That's what the president's going to be doing, writing his memoirs. His accomplishments. But hell, the trouble is he's lied so damn much. It's hard to believe him. I understand embellishment, your accomplishments a little bit, whatever. What you think of yourself, other people either think more of it or less of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a hero. At the time, the hero was never thinking he was going to be a hero. He just seen a niche and he filled it. Where it was saving somebody's life or, or whatever the hell it was. I like that song by Tina Turner. We don't need another hero. That's true. We don't need another hero. We have plenty of them to look up to as it is. And then what hurts the hero complex syndrome is we know too damn much about them. And everybody's got flaws. It's what do they call that when a person wants to be pillar of society or whatever. The more we know about them, we find out, well, hell, they got flaws just like anybody else do. Hell, I've got a million damn flaws. Got a lot of good things, but I got a million flaws. I have no patience. I never did like kids. I do like them from a distance. I don't like them close to me. Then I worry about them. Like, okay, what are they going to stick in their ear or up their nose or eat or poison themselves? When I was not a good babysitter. I take care of their needs, and then other than that, I don't know what's wrong with you. Get away from me. They made me nervous. They sure do. But young people nowadays, they got Google, they got Wikipedia. They don't need the old people, they think. Well, yeah, you still do, dude. I'm going to tell you why. Because they got the morals, the experience. They've been there, done that, and got the T-shirt. I had a sister who used to say that. God bless her. She's gone now. And my baby sister, she passed away, and we think it was COVID that got her. Because she had trouble breathing anyway, and she's on oxygen, went to sleep. She died of oxygen deprivation, is what they claimed. So there you We thought it might have been brought on by COVID because she was sick probably 2 or 3 days prior, or maybe a week or so prior to that, having really sick trouble. But that's back when they told you don't go to the hospital because it's full. Oklahoma is eat up with it. It's the third one in the nation behind California and Arizona. So it's California, Arizona, and Oklahoma. Makes me think, oh shit, I want to go outside. I did take my trash up to the curb and put my mask on the way because I don't like to breathe that cold air. I think I'll keep one in my pocket from now on anyway. It'll take another 3 years, I figure, before this COVID will be a thing of the past. But look what it's going to kill between now and 3 years from now. Now, the vaccine will slow it down, but it's not going to eradicate. It took how many years to eradicate chicken pox? You know, how many years did it take to eradicate smallpox? All the poxes. Now the coronas, like the flu, hell, they ain't never eradicated it yet. And the common cold is still a coronavirus. You ever work in a lab, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I think it's just a matter of time for one gets on the horizon that's going to be 100 times worse than the corona. We're not guaranteed to this planet, regardless of what people say. You know, we came from another world to begin with. Our carbon atoms came from a dying star. Did you know that? And I ain't even an astrophysicist to know that damn much. I've met a few of them in my lifetime. They're a little strange. But our carbons in our body came from a dying star. That's why we feel that we don't belong to this world. Because we don't. We came from out there. We're out there. I read a book one time, Children of a Lesser God, and it was about Down syndrome children, this, that, and the other. And it basically outlined what's in our future. Because we didn't have so much, before the atomic bomb, we didn't have so many Down syndrome children and handicapped children, this, that, and the other. We didn't have so many people with asthma and bad sinuses and stuff to the modern age, to the 1900s, to the pollution got us. And now we can't eat fish because we've got too damn much mercury in it. And if it comes from the northern Atlantic, you damn sure don't want to eat it. And out there in the Pacific Ocean, there's a place big enough to, hell, it's half as big as the United States, floating around our garbage. That we used to take our garbage to the ocean and sink it while it didn't stay sunk. Now all that shit's floating around out there, killing all kinds of stuff. To me, I think God needed to overthink his plan about making man. Most animals, besides us now, we're an animal, they adapt to the environment. And now man comes along and wants the environment to adapt to him. But like it goes back to where man plans and God's laughs. Because man ain't worth a damn as a planner. I watched a video, I guess it's a movie video, whatever. Life after man. Yeah, there will be life after man. Do you know what God said about the planet Earth? He said he made it to always be inhabited. Now we assume that's mankind, not necessarily. It was inhabited by the dinosaurs before mankind. You got to remember, we wasn't made to the sixth day. So those 5 other days, man wasn't on the scene. See, he made the angels first. That's why they're so damn jealous of mankind. The devil was. Because he said, I ain't bound down to them. I was made first. And God says, I'm the creator, you ain't. When God spoke, it was. Man, he said something about mankind. He said, if man thinks he's a god, he needs to take his clothes off, stand in front of a mirror, and start laughing at himself. And how true that is. Being a biologist, we have to have a biological function to create. He didn't have to have that. Yeah. Makes me think, what's God been up to lately? Where in the hell's his head at? Is what I'm. And of course, it's back down to trying to figure out God. We have no idea. He sees the whole picture. We just see little pieces of it. But I've seen enough. Let's say if God gives you 100 years. A lot of people, he don't give 100 years. I've been lucky. He's gave me a plenty of them. But I can look back on the time that he's gave me. There've been great years, bad years, lean years, and years of plenty, like the plagues of Egypt. Yeah, what did he tell? What did Joseph say? 7 years of plenty and, I don't know, 7 years of famine or some shit like that. I have to go back and look at the plagues. That's what. No, that was Moses, the plagues. But I mean, when he came into power, Joseph, and was under the second behind the Pharaoh, God already told him that, just like I said, right now, we're going through a stage. Okay, now is it going to be worse? Is this the first years of sorrow or the first years of joy? That's what I'm looking for, trying to figure out. Because if this is the 7 years, let's say 7 years of plagues, let's say there's 7 more deadly viruses out there that's going to wipe us out. Or is it 7 years of plenty? It's like he has given you time and to reflect and look back. It's just like the government. They gave us $1,200, $600. Now they're going to give us $1,400. They're trying to show you that, to stimulate economy. Well, I'm saying, in my mind, you need to figure out, is that going to help you get a start or pay up bills or whatever it's going to do? I don't believe it's nearly enough. There's some people that's $10,000 to $20,000 in debt because of the coronavirus. Let's say they haven't paid their rent because they haven't had a job. Well, that stimulates all the way down to, it's like a top knocking off a stack of dominoes. It just click, 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 click. They just keep falling. Paying rent, letting somebody else own the property, There's advantages and disadvantages. Something breaks, they got to fix it. Like the plumbing goes out, or needs a new roof, or whatever the hell it is. Now, a homeowner's got to keep up with that stuff himself. You know. But he has an advantage because he don't pay as much if his taxes ain't that bad. Of course, mine goes up every damn year. He don't have to be worried about being evicted or any of the other shit. Now, if he don't pay his taxes in 3 years, I'll take it away from him. But I believe that he can hustle up some kind of money. I'll tell you something. Even through the bad, thin times, I could always make something that other people wanted. Not needed now necessarily, but they wanted it. Like when I used to etch glass, and I'd get $5 for 8 by 10. Hell, I'd take $3. I don't give a shit. But it was $3 hard-earned dollars per, you know. They would pay it, even though they couldn't afford it, but it was something they wanted to keep in their family for a lifetime. That's like, if you come up with something and you want to be successful, a lot of times it's picking a job or doing something that has something to do with the people's reflection on their vices. You know, they'll buy alcohol when they don't need it and can't afford it. They'll buy cigarettes when they damn sure know it's going to kill them. They'll buy drugs and knowing damn well that it ain't no good for nobody. Because it ain't, you know, the drug ain't for you, it's for somebody else. You know. But the vices, their addictions, people, that's all some of them want. They want to escape from reality. That's what all marijuana does, or any alcohol, or any kind of drug. It wants you to escape from reality. Well, reality's reality. It'll be there regardless. Well, I got to escape for an hour because I got drunk, or took some dope, or whatever. But remember, reality's always going to be there. You didn't help it. You didn't change it. You might have avoided it. Hell, you can avoid something till it basically comes up and hits you in the ass. Wait, what is your problem this morning, little guy? What's the matter? He's trying to get by with this big old medicine box. Come on, you can make it. Oh, don't you fall. You break your hip. Go to the home. Big boy's looking at him and said, "Don't you jump on me, Daddy." They don't get along.